As soon as Star Wars Outlaws got announced, it was one of the top games I was looking forward to. Would this be the open world Star Wars game we all need? There's Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which has some open world concept, open sandbox planets to explore, land mounts to ride on, but it's still not the full package. The new Star Wars Outlaws got some of that Star Wars Jedi Survivor in it, but it's got a lot more in terms of open world gameplay elements. There's a bit of Assassin's Creed, even a bit of Starfield, maybe even a bit of Grand Theft Auto. You're an outlaw after all, and breaking the law means your wanted level goes up. The game does have a wanted level system in place. And yes, you do get to control your ship and explore space. There's a bit of space combat as well. Star Wars Outlaws has a huge world with cities, open worlds, and space to explore. You play as K-Vess, an outlaw, a thief. The other main characters are all revolving around the Star Wars underworld and different gangs or syndicates. I did get an early review code last week, and I've been playing it mainly on my Xbox Series S. And today I'm going to look at the gameplay on the Series S, the performance analysis. It's all going to be about the Series S. That console tends to get the short end of the stick when it comes to performance and frame rate. The first 2 hours of the game are fairly linear, and this is a good thing. It gives players an intro to all the different gameplay elements and progression elements because there's really a lot going on here. From the main story quest to all the side missions you can do. There's also intel and secrets you'll unlock if you explore a lot. There's an RPG element to the side missions where you can get a reputation between the 4 main criminal syndicates, and your decisions, they're going to affect if each syndicate is going to be your friend or foe. The actual gameplay combat, it's a combination of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Assassin's Creed, and even Starfield. The core gameplay or combat is a third-person shooter with some stealth elements mixed in. There's also this unique gameplay element using your pet Nix. Nix can distract enemies for you, Nix can go fetch items for you, and even open doors for you. Overall, the gameplay and combat feels good. It's definitely a high point of the game. As the game opens up, it does start to feel big, sort of like the open world Star Wars game I always wanted. Now let's talk about the performance and the graphics on the Series S. Series S doesn't have any graphic mode selection. There's just the one default. Think of this default as quality mode. It's around 1080p resolution and 30 FPS. Yup, 30 FPS. The same sort of treatment we've seen from other Ubisoft games like The Crew, Avatar, and recent Assassin's Creed. It would have been nice to get 60 FPS performance mode on the Series S, but at launch, this thing's only going to be able to deliver 30. That 30 FPS though, it's pretty much a solid lock for the most part. There are drops of a frame here and there, but nothing significant. Let's just say this game isn't a mess like Star Wars Jedi Survivor was when that game came out, at least not on the Series S. In terms of the resolution, there is some FSR scaling going on here, so there are times where the game looks kind of blurry and grainy. Now, if you do have a 120Hz display with VRR, then another setting should unlock for you. This essentially bumps at 30 FPS to 40 FPS with VRR. I personally didn't get a chance to test that feature on my Series S, but that bump in performance should help you if you do have a compatible display. The more powerful Series X and PS5 do have 60 FPS performance modes. I'll be doing a more detailed video comparison of Star Wars Outlaws on the Series S versus Series X versus PS5 in a few days. Now, this game does have cross-platform cloud saves through Ubisoft Connect. It's the same sort of cloud saves we get in pretty much every single Ubisoft game. The thing is though, cloud saves, they don't work until after release. So since I got an early review code, I had to pretty much replay the game on both my Xbox and PS5. One other thing I should mention is how this game by default plays in a 21:9 widescreen ratio with those huge black bars on the top and bottom. It's meant to give the whole thing a cinematic feel like we had with the Xbox exclusive Hellblade 2. I personally don't like that sort of screen ratio, so thank God we have an option to switch to full screen mode. I would give this game an 8.5 out of 10. It's one of the better releases I've seen from Ubisoft in a few years. When it comes to space exploration, this game actually solves some of the issues issues people had with Starfield. I mean, when you go from a planet to space, there's no loading screen. It's actual animation. It just makes everything look, you know, more presentable. So way better presentation in terms of that. So that's what you need to know about Star Wars Outlaws on Xbox Series S. For the rest of the video, check out some more gameplay with that FPS counter shown.
Trailblazer. Still willing to defend Tharden after latest. Whoa. Check out the ship, Nix. Walker's been busy. There's the workbench. There we go. Oh, I guess I'll just take these then.
I'm not giving you anything!
Dunka, hey, here's what I got. Some sort of tracking transponder. Bunch of credits, too.
Keep them. Wasn't after those anyway. Huts didn't want to pay tribute, so now instead of their little cash, this transponder will lead them straight to me.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
Don't worry. I'm good to those I can trust. Which is why I'm gonna give you a tip.
A tip? Like, more money?
No, something better. I got some friends who could help you out. Get you...
Thanks.
There's the ship. Blast the cargo loose. Get us close while I fire up the tractor beam.
That's our mark. Drop the cargo or die.
Raiders, just what we needed. Don't let them hit.
Walker, I know! We have to fight! Nix, get to cover!